Welcome to the new lecture of pointer to a pointer. Okay, so actually we will first declare a pointer which will point or save the address of a variable. Okay, the address of variable will be saved in a pointer, and then we will declare another a pointer which will save the address of the first pointer. Okay, so it means that this pointer will save address of this pointer, and that one will actually save the address of a variable. So how can we accomplish this concept in the programming? So let's see an example where we have declared a simple variable integer a and initialize it with 10. So it means that compiler or the processor will reserve a space in the memory for this variable. So let's take show it in the memory space here. So this is, for example, address. So be remember that whenever you want to fetch the address of a variable using C++, so you will see the address in hexadecimal format. So remember that always hexadecimal format always start from the 0 cross. Okay, so this is the address of the first slot in the memory, and in that memory randomly the processor will reserve a space for a. So now this space is actually reserved for a, where we have saved value 10. So in this slots actually we can save values. Okay, and each value and each slot has actually an address which exists in the RAM. Okay, and we point out those addresses by declaring variables. Okay, so this is a variable which point to this address, and this address has value 10 which we have initialized through this variable a. Now we want to save this address, the address of a, in some another variable. So that another variable will actually be called as pointer. So how can we declare a pointer? We want to save the address of integer variable, so therefore we need a pointer as an integer type. Okay, so integer p, for example, is the identifier or name of the variable, but this is a simple variable and we want to make it a pointer. So to make it a pointer we need to put asterisk before the p. So now this is a pointer operator which makes the variable as a pointer. So this is the declaration part, and now we will initialize it with some address value, not a simple value. Okay, you cannot save any, or you cannot initialize any simple value like an integer value into the pointer, because pointer are designed to be to save the address of any variable, to save the addresses only. Okay, not the values, just like integer value you are seeing here in a is equal to 10. So what we need to save is the address of a. Okay, but when we write simple a, so it means that we are initializing the value of a into the pointer, which is not allowed. So what we need to do is to fetch the address of a. So to fetch the address of a, we need to write down the and % before the a, and this and % is known as the reference operator. Okay, so this reference operator fetch the address of a and will save it into the pointer. So what actually processor does in the memory, so let's see, when you declare a pointer, so processor will actually reserve a space randomly in the memory. So let's assume that for the pointer p, processor reserve space the address number 0 cross 3. So this address is now designed to save the addresses of other variable. So as we have assigned the address of a into p, so it means that this slot will have the value 0 cross 1, which is the address of a, and the a has its own value, which is the integer value. Okay, so another point to remember is that because p is the pointer and its type is integer, so therefore we are allowed only to save the addresses of integer variable only. We cannot save the address of string or character or any other data type into p, but we can assign only the integer. Okay, so if you want to save the address of any string variable, for example, so then you need to declare the pointer as a string variable. Okay, so this is the concept. How can we assign an address of a simple variable into the pointer? Now we are coming to discuss how can we assign or declare the pointer to pointer. We can also say it a double pointer. Okay, so a double pointer can be integer, steric, and steric. P, for example, p2 is equal to. Now this p2 is actually a simple variable name, but we make this variable a double pointer, which means that this is a pointer which will not save an address of a variable, but we are declaring this variable to this pointer to save the address of another pointer, not another variable. Okay, another pointer. So in this scenario we have pointer p. Okay, and this pointer p, the address of pointer p will be saved in the pointer 2. So how can we save it? By putting the the name of the pointer, which is p, and then the address of that pointer. Okay, so we need to save the address of the pointer. So address of the pointer can be accessed just like the address of a simple variable by writing or putting the and sign before the variable. Okay, so in this way we will access the address, or we will fetch the address of p. So address of p is 0 cross 3, and this will be assigned or saved into the p2. So actually processor does it like randomly. It will assign some p2 0 cross 5. Okay, so this is the random reservation of a slot for p2 by the processor in the RAM, and now this slot is designed to save the address of any other pointer. Okay, so we have pointer this, and we have already assigned the address of p. So address of pointer p is 0 cross 3, and that will be assigned to the double pointer, which is p2. Okay, so in this way we have actually assigned the address of a pointer into the double pointer, or pointer to pointer. Okay, now I want to print this value of a, which is 10, using variable a, using pointer, and using the double pointer. So we have three different the tools through which we can print this value 10. We can also print these values, we can also print these addresses, but we are interested to print this 10 first. So let's see how can we print it. Cout. So by writing the variable, simple variable a, it will print the value of a, which is 10. Okay, this will print the value of a. Now I want to use the pointer p, this p, and through this I want to print out the value of 10. So cout p and end l. Okay, remember that we have written here the identifier p. This is the single pointer, okay, which has the value as the address of a. Okay, here you can see the value of p is 0 cross 1, which is the address of a. But we are not interested to print the value of p. We are interested to print the value of a. So there is there is an operator that we can use here, which is known as the dereference operator. Dereference operator. Dereference operator. Okay, remember that when you write the steric in the declaration of a variable, then it is called the pointer operator. Okay, through this operator you can declare any variable as a pointer. But when you write in the places other than the declaration, like here you can see we have written it in the cout with in the prefix of the variable, so it means that this is a dereference operator. So what does this mean? It means that we are actually want to point out to the value of address inside the P. So it means that we want to reach out to this address, okay, but we have dereference it by putting the dereference operator, and through this dereference operator we want to print out the value of this address. Okay, so the value of this address is 10. Here you can see. Okay, so even if you write down the address inside the P, which is 0 cross 1, 0 cross 1, and then put the dereference operator just before in the prefix, so it will point to the address of a variable a, and that will print actually the value inside that address, which is 10. So these statements, both statements are equivalent to each other and will result in the similar value, which is 10. Okay, now I want to use the double pointer, and through this double pointer I want to print out the value of a. So how can we do it? By writing the name of double pointer, which is P2, okay, and end L. So what actually this statement perform is that it will print the value of P2. So the value of P2 is, you can see here, the value of P2 is 0 cross 3. So this statement will actually print the value of P2 on the console output. Okay, but we are interested to print out the value of A, which is 10. So how can we do it? We can put a single steric on P2. What does this will perform is that it will point to the value inside this address. So where is this address? This address reside here, and the value is 0 cross 1. Okay, so now in this case P2 will print the 0 cross 1, which is the value of P. Okay, so we are using actually the dereference operator on pointer, double pointer, so therefore it will dereference to the address of the pointer, the single pointer. Okay, so this P2 will now print 0 cross 1, but we want to jump to the value of 10. So how can we do it? Because this is the double pointer, so we can use a double dereference operator. Now what will it perform is that we are actually putting steric here. In other words, in this execution comes to the address 0 cross 1, and this value will be printed out on the screen. Okay, so through this statement, through this concept, we can print the value of A, which is 10. Okay, so this is how we perform the double pointer. This is how we can declare a double pointer to a pointer, and then a pointer to a variable, and then we can utilize all these three variables to print the actual value of the variable. Okay, now we want to print out the addresses of all these three variables, that is the sample variable, the pointer, and the double pointer. Okay, so what we need is to write down the reference operator before the identifier and before the variable name. So we want to print the address of A, so just write down the $sign and then put the variable A. This is the one way to fetch or to print out the address of A. We have already saved the address of A into the pointer, so we can also use the P to print out the address of A, which is by writing down just the pointer name and not writing the dereference operator and prefix of the variable. Okay, so this will print the value of P. So the value of P is 0 cross 1, which is the address of A, and this will print the address of A, which is 0 cross 1. So in both the cases you are printing the address of A. So the another way to print the address of A is to use the double pointer by writing down the pointer name, okay, and writing only single dereference operator. So what actually this will perform is that it will come to the value of P2. Okay, so the value of P2 is 0 cross 3, and we are using the dereference operator, so dereference will refer to the 0 cross 3. Okay, 0 cross 3, 0 cross 3. So the processor will come to the address 0 cross 3. This is the address of P. Okay, so and that address we have the value 0 cross 1. So this will print the value 0 cross 1. So in either case we are actually printing the address of A. Okay, okay, now I want to print out the address of the pointer P, the single pointer. So write down the name of pointer, which is P. Okay, so if you write down P, so this is a variable and this statement will print the value of P. So the value of P is now 0 cross 1, but we are interested to print out the address of P, not the value of P. We need to write down the reference operator before the P. So if you write down the address operator before the P, it will print out the address of P, which is 0 cross 3. So this is one way to print out the address of pointer. The another way to print out the address of P is by writing the double pointer. Okay, so when you write the name of the double pointer, so it will print the value inside the pointer. So the value inside the double pointer is 0 cross 3, and actually this is the address of the pointer. So we are interested to print 0 cross 3, so this is enough for us. Okay, so this is one way to print out the address of pointer, single pointer, and this is the another way to print out the address of the single pointer. Okay, now I want to print out the address of the double pointer. So to print out the address of double pointer, we have the option to write down the name of the double pointer, which is P2. So it will print the value of P2. So the value of P2 is 0 cross 3. Okay, but we want to print out the 0 cross 5, which is address of this 0 cross 3. Okay, address of P2. So to fetch the address of P2 is we need to write down the reference operator before the name of the variable. So in this way we will print the address of P2. Okay, there are some other concepts in the combination of the reference operator and the dereference operator through which we can print the address and the values of different variables. So let's see. For example, if you write down the A, so what will A print on the screen? The value of A, this one. It will print the value of A, which is 10. Okay, but we are interested to print the address of A. So the address of A is 0 cross 1. So how can we fetch that? By writing down the reference operator. So when you write down the reference operator, it means that A should not return the value, but it should return the address in the memory. Okay. Okay, so through this statement, I want to print out the value of A while we have the reference operator. Okay, so what should we do is putting the dereference operator. So this is the reference operator and this one is the dereference operator. Okay, so by dereference operator, we are actually interested to print out the value of 10. Okay, so by putting the by putting the reference operator, it will fetch the address. Okay, and by putting the dereference operator, it will put the dereference operator, and dereference operator means that we are interested to print out the value inside this address. So inside this address we have value 10. Okay, so through this combination of dereference and the reference operator, we can print the value of A. Again, you can increase this by writing down the reference operator. So what does it mean? That we are actually interested to print out the address of this whole combination of operators. So this whole combination, actually this combination, the inner combination returns 10. And on this 10 we are putting the reference operator. So the reference of 10 is the address 0 cross 1. Okay, so it will return the address of A. Okay, I want to use the similar combination of the operators on the single pointer. So if we write down simple the P, okay, so this will print the value inside pointer. So the value inside pointer is 0 cross 1. Okay, so this will print the value 0 cross 1, and we know that 0 cross 1 is the address of A. Okay, but if I write down and want to print out the address of the pointer P, so it will fetch the address of P, which is 0 cross 3. Okay, now I want to put the dereference operator on this. So it will print the dereference operator, means that we actually want to print out value inside this address. So the value inside this address is 0 cross 1. So this value will be printed out. Okay, so actually steric reference operator P is equivalent to P, remember. Okay, so if you write down P, simple P, it will print out the value inside pointer, inside the variable, which is 0 cross 1. And if you use the dereference operator along with a reference operator in the prefix of variable P, so this will also print the value inside the pointer, which is 0 cross 1. So it means that this will print 0 cross 1, and P is also printing the 0 cross 1. Okay. Okay, the similar concept can be used on the double pointer as well. So by writing, the name of the double pointer, so it means that you are interested to print out the value inside pointer P2, which is 0 cross 3. Okay, and if you want to print out the address of P2, so just write down the reference operator before the P2 and it will print out the address 0 cross 5. Okay, and by using the dereference operator steric, you can print out the value inside P2. Okay, so by putting the dereference operator on this address, okay, so what actually it does, it returns the value 0 cross 5. Okay, and then actually we are putting the steric or the dereference operator on this address. So this means that we are interested to print out the value inside this address. So inside this address we have value 0 cross 3, and this will be printed out on the screen. Okay, so these are the very simple concept to use the reference operator, the dereference operator, and the pointer operator, through which we can actually access the actual value of variable and the values inside the pointers and the addresses of each variable as well. Okay. So if you have any question regarding this pointer to pointer or double pointer or a single pointer or the reference operator or even the combination, using combination of reference and the dereference operator, you can ask this question in the comments down. Okay, so I will try to answer all those questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you.